Hello everyone, Ted Dill, Star Wars Nerd here. I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank you for joining me today as we watch some old Star Wars fan films. Alright, this one is called Dark Legacy, an unofficial Star Wars story by Anthony Pietromonaco. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I don't think I did too bad. Anyway, it doesn't really have much to say here on the YouTube channel, just as an unofficial Star Wars short film, not intended to compete with or undermine any existing or forthcoming material. Okay, that's his disclaimer. My disclaimer, I'm not associated with these people in any way, sort of fashion. Neither them nor Lucasfilm nor anybody. I'm just some guy at home watching videos. So, there, without further ado, let's get to it, okay? Very cool opening shot. Very well done. Nice. That looks good. Poor little girl chained on the beach.
Kia Rasha Saikratsuli Maritor. Are you ready for your final lesson? They say the strongest hearts are made of kyber. One is very fortunate to have a legacy.
Those things made me think of a kyber crystal when I saw them there.
This one belonged to your brother.
But I didn't know.
To live on as an instrument of the Force.
I don't know how
It's
kyber
beautiful.
crystals are grown.
Don't you
so.
agree? Curious creatures. They're almost all that remains of this place. They harvest the energy of their host and channel it into this. Into one tiny crystal.
Never knew that about kyber crystals. Is that supposed to be true in the universe?
From the day I found you,
I didn't think they grew
I
like
knew
that.
you were special, Gia. The Force is strong in the lineage of the Jedi, after all. But you could be so much more. What will your legacy be? Will you become my greatest achievement? Or will you live on in another way? The Force is balance.
Escar chains.
For light to exist, there must also be darkness. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power.
saying that the Sith, isn't that the Sith code or the Sith coda? I can't remember exactly what it's called. But lightsaber's not red.
His death? Do you remember watching him suffer as he tried to save you? He was weak!
Very cool.
As you are weak now. Impressive.
Go for the one in the middle. Burn your arm holding the saber like that.
Sina. Nario Sinasha. Vrende. Treni Ashi Esk. Kata Mosh.
You're my... Well, that raises a few questions as well. Hmm. Well, very cool. That was very cool. Yep, gotta let those credits run. Everybody needs all the credit they can get on these. These people do great jobs. And from what I know of, it's, you know, no pay. It's not like you're getting, well, you shouldn't, probably, well, I don't say you shouldn't be, but you should be getting paid. But doing fan films, you don't really get paid usually because you're not selling them to anybody. You're not making money on them. They're just for the love of it. Just for the love of Star Wars. Well, that was really, really cool. Really cool. Let's speed it up a little bit. Oops. And everyone else who helped make this project possible. Thank you to everybody. It's a fan film not intended to discredit anything, and don't sue us, George Lucas. All right? Well, that was pretty good. All right, so let's talk about it. Okay, so gonna get the complaints out of the way right off the bat first. Just one, the bouncing lightsabers. It's always funny to see in some of these fan films when the lightsaber battles and they're swinging the sabers around and it'll bounce off the ground every now and then instead of like leaving a gash on the ground or a mark or anything. It just kind of, you can watch them bounce. So it's kind of funny. Other complaint. What's up with the sparkly lightsabers? I guess that's kind of something that came in because of The Force Awakens and Kylo Ren, some kind of unstable lightsaber crystal. Maybe that's because the kyber crystals that are in that cave are grown like that. So I always thought kyber crystals were just like, you know, mining normal stuff in a mountain. You know, you go dig and you find crystals. I never really thought about it. Maybe a kyber crystal cavern where they went and pulled them out of. I don't know. I never really thought they grew in like some little grape thing sticking up like that, so I didn't think they were alive like that. But I don't know, I never really read up on kyber crystals and how they were supposed to be. I don't remember them ever being talked about in the books like that, but they probably did, but I just don't remember. Anyway, so that's really my only really complaints. Then you get to the rest of it, and everything else on the video is just great. It's outstanding. The choreography, the fight scenes, the dialogue, the costumes, the sabers looked great. Say the effects, turning the sabers on and off, using that effectively in a fight, that was really cool. The fighting styles that they had, it was awesome just to see him fighting like that. Some of the moves he did when they were fighting, and then you got to talk about what the guy is. Is he a Sith? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that what he was saying is definitely the Sith code from what I remember, but he didn't have a red saber, and I thought Sith were very, I don't know what you would say. They really wanted to use a red saber when they could, so I guess, but it was part of a training exercise, so who knows? Maybe he can use a green saber, or maybe he just liked green sabers. Maybe he didn't like red. You know? Good for him. Assert his personal choice. Anyway, that was pretty cool too. But overall, I just oh, and then when he disappeared, when he died, the thing about that is, according to canon, and I guess, you know, this thing does kind of break canon in a few places, but according to canon, the disappearing on death, if you go way back to the time of Tales of the Jedi, and you got the guys back then, they knew they would disappear when they died. Because you can watch Nomi Sunrider's husband when he gets attacked as soon as they land on the planet. Nomi Sunrider's husband gets attacked and he dies and he disappears. And if you go read up on the canon of it, of the old canon, the George Lucas canon, the real canon, I guess you'd call it, what I would call it, they did know how to make themselves disappear, but then that knowledge was lost. And it was lost for, centuries and centuries. I don't know how that gets lost, but there you go. That was their excuse. And then Yoda didn't figure it out. And actually, Qui-Gon figured out how to make himself disappear, but not reappear physically, just spiritually, his voice. But anyway, that's a tale for another day. So, the whole disappearing act, yeah, I guess it really just depends. But I've never really, Sith don't disappear. Well, so, again, like I say, the video kind of breaks canon in a few places, and they can do that. They can take liberties with what they want. It's their movie. Do what you want. Other people did. Look at the latest sequel trilogy. Anyway, bump. So, I think I'll just leave it at that. I had one other thing wrote down. No, actually I didn't. The Kyber crystal growth is what I was thinking of. But we already talked about that. So anyway, I think that pretty well covers it. Great video. Loved it. Loved every bit of it. Always amazed at the quality of these fan films and what they can do, not on a professional budget. The CGI was just really good. All over, I think it was really well done. So, I hope you enjoyed it as well as I did. I am Ted, the old Star Wars nerd, so please leave a comment below. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, alright? Thank you for joining me, and come back again soon and we'll watch some more. Thanks.